So you want to get better at the piano. Well, I've got news for you. So do I. And so does every other pianist in the world. In fact, we all want to get better. Of course we do. This is a natural motivation and a really good motivation. Okay, when you see a really great player, you think, man, that's some great playing. I want to be able to play like that. And so you want to get better. Okay, you're not happy with where you are today, and you are looking forward to the future, and you're thinking, I want to be there. I want my skills to be there. And yes, it can be motivational, it can be empowering, and in fact, on one side, there's nothing wrong with this. Okay? However, there can be a trap and a danger with approaching the piano and piano practice and music with this idea of like, I want to get better. Okay, so let's talk about some of the problems with this. The first is that you will never arrive. There is no arrival. I've been playing the piano for 20 years and I've always wanted to get better. But better is not a place. I always want to get better, right? Notice that? I always want to get better. I'm never satisfied. It's like you have this appetite, this hunger for more improvement, more improvement. You want to get better and better and better and better. And you will practice and you will grind and you will develop skills. And that's great, right? You are going to get better. But what I'm saying, in your mind, you're not satisfied. You're not satisfied with where you're at currently. And you never will be if you're constantly looking to get better, if you're constantly looking for more, right? So this is more about being appreciative for the gift of music that we have today. I don't care where you're at in your music journey, where you're at in your piano journey. This is more about having gratitude, practicing gratitude, mindfulness, right? And just being there in the moment and appreciating the skills that you have today. And in fact, if you do this, if you're more content with what you have today, you're happier with your skills currently, as they currently are. And that is going to put you in an even more empowering state than if you are in this kind of lack mindset, as though you're not enough today and you need to keep practicing and grinding to develop your skills. You need to get better. I need to get better fundamentally implies that I am not good enough today. Why? You are good enough today. You're good enough right now. Okay? You could be a complete beginner. You may have just learned your first few notes. You're good enough. Why? Because you are a human being and you are walking the journey. You are on the path. Okay, this is a little bit vague currently. Let's talk about how to actually, go into this kind of mindset of being like, you know what? I'm enough today. I'm enjoying the process and I'm going to practice gratitude with this journey and just let's talk about 4 ways that you can actually do this on a practical sense. The first one is to just play more, right? The reason why you want to get better is so that you can ultimately just play music at a high level, I suppose. But play music, like that's it, right? Why are you grinding to develop like higher level skills on the piano? It's so ultimately that you can just play, right? So why not just shortcut the process and just start playing and enjoying yourself today? And you can do this as a complete beginner. If you're watching this as a beginner, you can do this, right? Just play the black notes. Just play the black notes. Go ahead, try it. Play random black notes in a random sequence and see what happens, right? You might be surprised. It might sound good. Okay, so just play more. Just sit at the instrument more often and just play. Play your favorite songs. Enjoy playing. Jam out. Put on a backing track. Vibe out to some chords. Right? Play your favorite stuff. Just play. Just have fun playing. Why? Because you're going to fall in love with the instrument. You're going to love it. And you're going to be grateful for the gift of music. Guess what? Not everyone can play the piano. Very few people can play the piano because a lot of people who started learning quit because they didn't enjoy it because it was too hard. Why? Because they were trying to get better rather than focusing on just enjoying the gift of music that we have today, just enjoying being at an instrument, enjoying the process of learning the instrument, right? It's more about like being curious, like, oh, this is a unique thing. Let me figure out what this does. Let me figure out what that does, right? Rather than sitting there and thinking like, I need to get better. I'm not good enough today. Okay, just enjoy it today. Okay, so just play more. The next one is to make it a part of your life. Okay, so of course, like, this is a bit of a two-sided discussion, because of course, like, you need to have the desire and the motivation for more skills, knowledge, and wisdom, so that you can express yourself at a higher level and enjoy greater fruits and rewards of the music journey, of the piano journey. So of course, it needs to be a desire in you to actually want to improve, right? But let's actually have a more sensible approach to this, rather than getting stuck in our mind and thinking like, I need to get better. How do you get better? You get better by practicing, right? But practicing might require discipline and willpower, and you're not willing. It's hard for you to practice. Okay, so what's the solution? You make it a part of your life. You make it a part of who you are. You make playing the piano and practicing the piano, listening to music, training your ear, being curious about music, going to live shows, appreciating music more as a practice, creating things. You make it a part of your life. You become a musician, right? And then you just, you by being a musician today and deciding, you know what, I am a musician. I'm on the music journey. I'm a pianist. You know, even if you're a complete beginner, even, I don't care if you started yesterday, just tell yourself today, I'm a musician. I'm a pianist. This is a part of my life. This is what I do. This is who I am. I play it. I enjoy playing it. And just being grateful for these things, being grateful for the gift of music, guess what? You're going to ground yourself in the most empowering, abundant state of mind, because you have it all. You've won the game. You enjoy music, right? Because, like, think about the highest level players. What's their ultimate goal as well? To enjoy music. And I guess for professionals, for career musicians, it's to have an impact, to deliver amazing performances and whatever. And you can get to that place, right? At different levels, there are different rewards. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we want to enjoy music. We want to play music and have fun and express ourselves. You can do that today, right? Make it a part of your life. The next one is to fall in love with music. It's the same thing, right? Fall in love with music. We're playing music here. We love music. What would the world be without music? What would your life be without music? Delete all music today. How would you feel? Yeah, totally depressed. The world would be black and white. It would be so stale. What would we do? We need music. We love music. So really embrace that love of music, right? Just fall in love with music. And then when you become musical, when you love music, when you come from this abundant state of mind and being, this grateful energy of being like, you know what? I love music. Let me just listen to music today. Sit there and just, you know what? If you're not motivated to practice the piano today, okay, then don't practice. Go ahead and sit at the piano and listen to piano music for 10 minutes, your favorite piano music. That's practice, right? You're listening to music, you're falling more in love with music. And then maybe think critically about that. Be like, okay, why do I love this piano music? Okay. Oh, interesting. It's kind of like atmospheric. It's like creating a vibe. Oh, I like that sound. That's cool. And that's developing your curiosity in your ear. So the more you love music, the more you can appreciate the gift for what it is. And the more you can realize that actually, whoa, this is a gift that I'm actively engaging in by practicing the piano. Right? And then by practicing and making it a part of your life, I missed the point with making it part of your life, right? By making it a part of your life, it's like a habit that you show up to. When it's a habit, you do it. And then you don't even think about getting better. If it's a habit, if it's a part of your life, you will get better. You will get better. You don't even have to think about that. It's just a natural process, right? Naturally, we grow, okay? We grow by what we do every day. Or we don't grow, or we spiral downward, right? And our habits make us. So just install piano practice as a habit. Install appreciating and falling in love with music as a daily thing that you do. You just love music, you listen to music, and you sit and practice the piano. And then you're gonna get better. You don't even have to worry about it. Don't worry. Chill. It's all good. Don't worry. Father Time will take care of it. You're gonna be brilliant. You just have to make it a habit. Make it a part of your life. And then the last point here is to follow your ear. That's actually how you fall in love with music. Okay, how do I fall in love with music? You follow your ear. What does that mean? Follow your musical curiosity. What does that mean? Like, listen to the things that you love to listen to. I mean, that's obvious, right? But when you're listening to it, be like, whoa, what about it do you love? Listen to more of that. Follow that. Okay? And then algorithms are really interesting, right? So, like, you could find a playlist on Spotify of a particular artist that you like and go down that rabbit hole. And then maybe check this out. Go listen to one of your favorite artists and then listen to their music, but then seek out your favorite artists' and then listen to that. And you can go through the spiral, seeking out music, following your ear, and listening to and embracing the music that you love. Right? Because that's how you're going to fall in love with music. Don't shy away from your true musical taste. I know I did. For years, I've been almost embarrassed to admit to people that my absolute favorite music genre of all time, nothing comes close, is orchestral fantasy music, soundtrack music from games and movies, in particular fantasy music. It's like, this music is so deep in my life. Nothing comes close to this music. It is such a big, deep impact on my life. That's like my true music taste. And I followed that taste for so many years. And that is what, like, through going into that taste, I have the biggest, deepest love and appreciation for music, right? Just because I followed that taste. And I'll tell you what, for years I've been embarrassed to admit that to people, because, like, as a musician, as an artist, I kind of play more funky, jazzy, neo soul type stuff, and maybe like solo piano type stuff. I do also compose fantasy music too, but it's like, yeah, I just felt almost embarrassed to admit that, but that's my true taste right there. It would be foolish of me to deny myself of my own taste and not follow my own musical curiosity. So definitely do that. Think critically about what is the music that you love, fall in love with it, and that will deepen your appreciation and love for music such that you will make music and practicing the piano more of a part of your life, and you'll be playing more because you love music. And then you won't even need to get better at the piano, because guess what? You're already good enough today. You're abundant. You no longer lack the skills to execute the thing. Although, of course, maybe your skills are underdeveloped. But again, that's the matter of patience. Just show up to the practice and you'll get to that point eventually. Okay, so that's everything for this video. I really do hope that it was helpful. If it was, leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe to the channel for more music advice, piano tips, and practical things, and also piano tutorials. And if you want to speed run your piano journey, check out the link below. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Bye.